Hey, welcome back to the 5th Annual Tournament of Champions. Our final match of the day is going to be the Women's Doubles Pro. Joining me up here in this booth is a pro herself and a national champion is Gigi Lemaster. Welcome, Gigi.
Thanks, Wayne. Good to be here.
All right, we're going to talk a little bit about this final match. I personally think we got the 4 top women players in the country.
Definitely.
And they've played each other many times. It's going to be interesting.
On the one hand, we have Sarah Ansberry, of course. She's a soft player as well as a hard player. She has the whole package.
Okay.
We have her partner is Christine McGrath, who has a lethal backhand, two-handed backhand, has pace dinks, which are very hard to handle. On the other hand, we have Simone Jardine, who's just, of course, one of the top players in the nation, and her partner, Corinne Siebenschein.
Yeah, I'm going to have trouble with that one. I'm glad you said it first.
So this is nothing new for all 4 of them. They've been here many a times. It is, I believe, just a matter of who's going to be controlling this ball.
Well, coming up to the winner's bracket is Simone Jardin and Corinne. They didn't lose a match today. They've actually played these 2 earlier and came out on top. That means Sarah and Christine had to come back to the loser's bracket. And they just played on the bronze medal match, won that. I don't know who they played against, but do you know?
I believe it was Gigi Garvin.
Oh, yeah.
And her partner.
And these 2 have played, but you've got some interesting stories here. Simone over there on the right side. Oh, my God. Is from Brazil and then lives in the United States. She was, for years, the coach at the Michigan State. She was the women's tennis coach. And her and Corinne befriended each other. They've been friends ever since.
And they have been a team since nationals
3 years ago.
3 years ago, since Sarah Ansberry and I won the nationals. Correct.
And I talked about that. I was the commentary on that one.
Yeah.
You did great.
Exactly.
Man, we were happy, jumping up and down.
Oh, I know. It was a long time coming for me. Of course, I worked really hard and long, and Sarah Ansberry was a perfect partner for me at the time.
Yeah. And Sarah's out there now.
Exactly.
Gigi, how'd you do today?
I came in 4th, not as well as I expect to do. But I played with a great partner, Helle Spar, great player, and we did our best. We gave it our best shot, and we came in 4th.
Now talking a little bit about the individuals here, we got Corinne over there. Now look at that. She smiles 7:24. No, I talked to her husband, and he says no, she doesn't smile. She doesn't smile at home. But to talk about Corinne, look at that young lady over there. She is a full professor.
She
teaches finance at the college level. She just switched to a private school back east. She was, I think, West Virginia University.
Yes, they moved. They just recently moved, and I think Raf told me they finally found some pickleball courts they can practice on, because she has not been able to hit the ball, since U.S. Open, pretty much. And then to come out here and,
come undefeated among this.
Exactly.
And then you got Sarah. She came out of tennis. She is the head, the new sponsor of this tournament is head. Christine McGrath, a little backstory of Christine. I remember the first tournament she ever played in, she was Chris Miller's partner. And she was pregnant. And and the first 3 times I saw her play in tournament play, she was pregnant. She was pregnant at the International. She was pregnant at the U.S. She was 7 months pregnant.
She was 7 months pregnant. I will never forget it, because Irina Turchenko and we played them in the finals, in the age finals.
She's so thin. She had that bump in the front of her, but she was 7 months.
And still did not miss a beat.
Did not miss a beat. She smiles the whole time, but she's a competitor. All 4 of these ladies, the reason they're the top 4 players in the country is because they're competitors. They talk to each other. They go have a beer afterward. Well, I don't know. Maybe wine, beer, who knows, after the game. But when they get on the court, they're not faceless. They just want to know what their opponent's game is and if they can beat it. So you're going to see a little different game here than we saw in the last one. The last one were bangers.
Exactly.
You had 4 bangers in?
We will see a lot more of the soft game here.
Soft game, and it's going to be. And remember, now they're deciding sides. And again, we're going to tell everybody out there, this is one of the first tournaments that is completely run by the USAPA certified referees, including the line judges. And this being a gold medal match, we have 4 line judges. And so we're going to go from there. Now, the live stream event is brought to you by your titles. We have 2 title sponsors, Paddletech being one of them. The second one is Onyx. head pickleball is just head is just joined in. We don't say the word tennis too often here, but they just came over from tennis and they're getting more involved in pickleball. And Sarah Ansbury is there. Speaking of Paddletech, a lot of the players are sponsored by Paddletech. There's a few other ones out here. If you see Simone, she's Pro Light.
She's Pro Light.
And
Engage. We have Corinne, who is Engage.
And you got Head, and I do believe Christine is
Paddletech. Yes,
okay.
correct.
Another one here that is brought to you by sponsor is John Go's American Dream Foundation. This is his foundation that helps many different things. He is a philanthropist in the Utah area, one of the top philanthropists in the state of Utah. He's made his money many different ways, and he gives a lot of it back to the communities. And the other one is Tommy Cooper. All right, Tommy Cooper is another stream event is brought to you by sponsor. Onyx, they've been here since the beginning of the Tournament of Champions. If I remember right, you won the
Correct.
first tournament.
I sure did. I did win the mixed doubles and the women's doubles.
You
In 2013, we had 37 players total.
Yes. I'm sitting next to royalty here, by the way, guys, just so you know. Another one of our sponsors is Pickleball Central. Anything you need with pickleball, you go online, you can find it, or you can find a representative, and they'll get you whatever you need on any pickleball equipment. Just remember one thing, pickleball players, do it with relish. And our final and not and least sponsor is pickleballtournaments.com. They provide all the software, all the support in the background, the seedings. They work with the seedings. They put out all the slips. If you notice, the referees have slips they work off. And now that's owned by Melissa McCurley and her brother, Greg, and with help from their mother, Linda Dawson.
Linda Dillon,
my bad. I'm old. So we're getting ready to start. They've chose sides. They've chose who the first server is, and it looks like it's going to be Christine McGrath serving from the right-hand side and receiving is Corinne.
We've got our final pro match of the afternoon. This will be in the Women's Doubles Pro Open event. We've got on this side over here, we've got Christine McGrath with her partner Sarah Ansbury. Over here we've got Simone Jordim and her partner Corinne Carr. We go.
Got to mention right here that Simone started at Pickleball Academy down in Naples, Florida.
In Naples, Florida,
yeah,
correct.
Yeah. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy.
That's what I thought when I first looked. Okay, you're good. Okay, line judges, we're ready to go. Okay, ready, time's in. This is game 1, 0-0-2.
If it's going to be like the first match they played each other, you're going to see a lot of dinking towards Corinne. They'll do 18-20 and see if her patience will hold up. And they totally respect Simone.
Oh, definitely. Simone does not back off from the line. As you can see, Corinne tends to take a little step back from the line.
Right.
And
Simone just stands there. Nothing bothers her. Now, most people think this is boring, but it isn't.
Not to me. This is my kind of game, Wayne.
I could lead you into another side of that, but I won't. Because she used to go to sleep at night thinking soft hit, soft hit, soft hit. Here we go. Good drop shot. Oh.
Yeah,
a little tentative start out. They've been sitting for...
This is something I want to say to people out there that are watching. When you come from tennis, Sarah is a perfect example of having that, and Simone too, of the change to pickleball. Take the ball in front of you. She is such an expert in it, and that's why she is as good as she is, and Simone as well. They take the ball in front of them. They all come from tennis, but they have made that change.
The transition.
Exactly.
They keep their hitting space from 45 from each side of their arms spread out. Yeah. If you're wondering what I mean by that, it means you stand up, put your arms out at a 45-degree angle, and where those arms are, that's your hitting area.
Yeah. Exactly.
You have a lot of distinct styles here. You've got people that are hard hitters. You got people that keep the paddle. You got to learn to block the shots.
1-1-1.
And they're all efficient at all these shots. It's 1-1-1. Drop shot, get the advantage, into the court, boom. Try one hard shot, go back to the soft shot. And then the strategy goes. Who's got the longest patience? Sarah and Corinne will do this for hours. That was a little shorter than normal. But they're not smiling when they're doing it.
2-1-1.
2-1-1. Get it down short. They're both in as a team. Did you see them come in as a team?
That drop shot is just
Yeah.
what sets up the whole game here.
And also, who's got the most
Second
patience?
server.
Right?
Yes.
Who can eat dinner while they hit the ball?
2-1-2.
Give me some insight. What's going through their heads right now?
They just want to make a drop shot. As you can see, Sarah's dropping the ball every time.
Thank you.
And of course, they are targeting
Side out.
Corinne quite a bit.
Pretty nice to have a lot of intimidation that they won't even hit it to you. You don't exist.
Well, it's very hard for Simone to stay in the game
Yeah.
that way. She's pretty good doing it because she knows that Corinne will be targeted. And this does not necessarily mean that Corinne is,
Oh, no. You
a
don't get to
strong
this
player. That is, no, you do not get to this level.
level and win this many.
It's just they have to do something, and that's
You got to find one player you're going to pick
exactly.
on. And it takes the other player. Christine's got to do the same thing on her side. What Sarah does every once in a while, I notice, and tell me if I'm wrong, is she lets Christine get in there to let her have a feel. You know?
Sarah is kind of the same player as I am in that regard. We love to hit balls. We love to hit as many balls as possible. That gives us a rhythm, and we like and set it up if possible.
And every once in a while, you want to try and sneak one through to get a quick
Exactly.
point, a cheap point or a cheap side out.
And the hole was there.
It was
She
because
just didn't
Simone
get
kind of
in.
laid down
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah,
It's up if the lines person can't see it, it's up to the players.
yeah.
Second server.
That's the easy one.
And it's nice. They all agree on.
Yeah, and not only that,
Are you better or not the sun? It was
Simone's directed traffic out there. Guess who's in charge?
Okay,
Guess
here we
who's
go. Score is,
likes to be in charge? She's a great personnel. There isn't a bad one out there. Oh, that was a little. I got to get it going. You know, they've been sitting a long time. How does that
Exactly.
affect it when you come into this game? They've been sitting for 3 hours. 2 hours?
I know no matter how many times you go out to the courts, warm up a little bit here and there, it's just not the same as when you've played your games. Come in warm.
Point.
Did you see Simone's quick hands on that?
Yes.
So no, I mean
You do not want to challenge that.
No, you do not want to challenge her. She'll eat you.
3, 2,
You know,
1.
she's the lady. Everybody needs to understand this. That later in September, if I remember right, if it's September, she is doing a battle of the sexes
Yes, with Scott Moore.
with Scott Moore, and we all saw Scott Moore play earlier, and you've listened to him announce with Dave Weinbach a little earlier. They're going to have a match, and everybody's comparing it to the Bobby Riggs, Billie Jean King match, right? But she's going to give him everything he wants to handle, and he's going to
Second
give her everything
server.
she wants to handle, because he's a hard charger, and she's a hard charger.
And it's for a nice cause.
Oh, it is, and it's all for.
Yeah.
But you know what? They both want to win.
Oh,
It ain't going to matter. Nobody's going to let her down. Nobody's going to play easy.
well, Scott is in an impossible situation. Either he beats a girl and everybody says you beat a girl, or he loses to a girl and that will be even worse. He will be losing.
But
to
you
a
know
girl.
what? They're
But
not
no,
gonna care.
it's no.
He's going to
It's-
play.
This
they're
is
a competitor.
for,
Yeah, it's good.
for a good cause.
It
so.
is. All right, here we go. See, you can't hit through anymore. I thought Christine was a little ahead of on that swing. If they're still trying to get their rhythm going, they're trying to get in
3,
their
3, 1.
3-3-1. Test. Simone's up to the line. Hurry. Corinne comes up too.
Second server.
I saw this last game. I don't know what's going on out there. A lot of unforced errors into the net. And it's like I told
Well,
Byron. Go
We
ahead.
are. I think the elevation has something to do with it. The ball travels just a little bit further,
Different?
so a little different. So you are a little more cautious with your swing.
Side out.
Uh-huh.
That might have something to do with it.
And you know, also in this heat, by the end of the day, those balls are getting a little
Definitely.
softer, and that throws the game off a little bit, don't it? Ball would maybe not bounce as high as usual.
Second server.
They want those shots back because those should be just automatic.
Second nature, yes.
So I think what we just talked about is very prevalent. See, there's 2 in a row. And
Which
they're
is very unusual for
and-
Sarah to
oh, yeah,
to,
and they're hitting
you
the
know,
top
to
of the
hit
net,
some,
too.
yeah.
They're hitting the top of the net.
3-3-1.
We have just a little bit of a breeze going.
Which side from which side? Boom! Oh, Simone
That was
acknowledges
a
that
nice
shot.
block. Yeah, nice block from Sarah.
All you beginners out there, you must learn to not only move your feet, hand speed, but to block the ball. That means don't move the paddle, keep it in front of you, and try to just get it back. She's blocking. Oh, and then Christine takes the full swing.
Point.
Well, she hasn't been touching the ball very often, so it's tough to get in a rhythm.
It is. And you know that, don't you,
Point.
Gigi?
Yes.
Now that's 3 straight.
Well, I
unfortunate-
prefer it the other way. I
Wait,
like to
ladies,
hit every
we've got a
ball in the
1-minute
game.
Timeout over here with the score of 5-3.
Now that's 3 straight points,
one timeout
Sarah, on forced
remaining,
errors. And that's very unusual for Sarah, who's pretty steady all the time. Again, the PPF live streamed event is brought to you by title sponsor.
So they have a
Paddletech.
little bit of a headwind, Sarah and Christine, so maybe that has a little bit to do with it. The wind is pushing just a little bit.
Yeah, because we can see from up here. We can see the flags. I don't know if they can see them from down there. So PPF thanks the Paddletech for their support. The PPF live stream event is brought to you by sponsor Head Pickleball. Head being coming from the tennis side into the pickleball side. Good choice. And they're coming back. PPF live stream event is brought to you also by the American Dream Foundation, one of the best philanthropist organizations in the state of Utah. Tommy Cooper, another one that is sponsoring this. Onyx Pickleball, another major. They've been here since the beginning. And Pickleball Central, and not last but not least, pickleballtournaments.com. Thank you for your support, and we hope it continues.
Okay, line judges, we're ready to go.
The referee's getting everybody. They're coming in from a timeout. Let's see if they...
Scores 5-3.
Timeouts are used as strategy, too.
Yes, and as you can see, both teams are stacking with the strong backhand on the right-hand side.
Set out.
Gigi, explain to a lot of the people out there, and I see this question on the forum a lot of time. Explain.
3-5-1.
I have to apologize. It's Tommy Copper, not Tommy Cooper.
Point.
You know, old guys can't see, they can't hear, they can't read, but Tommy Copper. Okay? Explain people stacking.
4-5-1.
So here Simone is very strong as Sarah is with her forehand in the middle, and she is, she wants to control the pace of the game by dinking
Uh-huh.
and taking mostly her forehand.
Second server.
See, now you'll see Corinne comes down low on the serve. She's supposed to be, in a normal situation, she'd be standing to the looking at Simone. She'd be standing to the other court. Simone goes opposite. Simone steps in, and now they're playing with their strengths. And they don't want
Exactly.
Sarah and Corinne thinking cross court to each other.
Exactly.
So they're controlling the position. The problem we have with stacking a lot of times is you'll forget the score and when you're supposed to serve
5-5-2.
from. 5-5-2.
Correct.
Ooh.
Yes.
You don't give it to
Right out.
Simone in the air like that. A lot of the new philosophy is you don't have to always drop it on the third shot.
No. A lot of people now go to the third shot drive, and fifth shot
Yeah,
drop.
fifth shot drop. Because they're halfway in, they don't have to come as far. And, you know, of course, the goal, everybody should understand. Ooh.
So this,
Oh, they caught her.
Yeah.
They caught her.
Second
knows it.
server.
She hasn't been hitting at the net. But a lot of people don't understand. You can come in, and there's no such thing as no man's land anymore at this level.
no, true.
And they're stacking on the serve, same thing. They want to try and keep. Oh, way to get
What
that.
a great get.
Oh, it was. And look at that.
And
Oh, Christine saw a shot. Oh, good get back. Oh,
unusual. What a great game.
Set out.
that's another shot that the lower levels have to learn to get, and that's that pickup from the bottom with overspin and get it back over the net. And take it out of the air. What their goal here is to get
5-5-1.
Corinne and Sarah across from each other. Not cross court, but looking at each other's face. See like right now? They've got Sarah, who loves to cross court,
There you go. That's the setup right
That's
there.
right there.
Yep. Point.
They're playing a lot better and a lot more control than they did earlier in the day, where Simone and Corinne just
6-5-1.
6-5-1. See, now they want Corinne to come across court, and she's right in front of Sarah.
Second server.
They get away from that cross-court tank.
Correct.
So they want to control the
6-5,
tempo of the
2.
game also. Am I right?
You're absolutely right.
I can only adjust. I can only say so much. But you guys that play this game every day and play at this level have to tell me.
When you have taught me so much about this game.
Point.
Hey, we never see how long ago I started.
I always blame you for my dinking.
Rinky dink. But we go back to, the right way to learn is to learn the soft game, especially at this level. The two guys that just played singles for the champ have changed the way singles will be played from now on. It's no longer trying to do passing shots. You can't pass those guys. So the game is always changing.
Paddle
Also,
down,
another
please,
timeout
ladies.
has
We've got
been
a
called.
1 minute timeout over here with the score 8-5-2.
Simone and
You've got
Corinne have
one
called
timeout
timeout.
remaining, Corinne.
Christine and Sarah coming to the side. They're playing very well this afternoon. A couple hours ago, they didn't have such good luck. But you see Simone and Corinne have changed their philosophy a little bit. They want to get Corinne straight across from Sarah rather than cross-court dinking. They don't want to give them any points.
No, exactly. Simone is the stronger dinker of the
Oh, yeah.
two. So
And like we say, Corinne's, she doesn't get a chance to play as much. She's also got a tennis background and has changed a little bit. She's one of the few, her and Christine McGrath are one of the few pickleball players that use a two-handed backhand.
correct.
And you have to have tremendous speed. Their change to pickleball means that they've had to shorten down their stroke. They had to, if you stand straight up and put your arms out at 45-degree angle, you've got to be swinging inside that 45-degree arc both ways.
And all four players have
They have.
adjusted very well to that.
Because they all come from tennis
15
background.
seconds, ladies.
And if you're going to get to the higher ranks and the higher levels, people, you have to change. You cannot come out here and play at this level if you're a banger. It just don't work anymore. And a lot of the tennis
Okay,
players
ready, time's
haven't learned
back
that.
in. Line judges,
Remember,
we're
3
ready
out
to
of these
go.
4 players are
Okay,
pretty
thank
much
you.
pro
Score,
pickleball players. They are on the court
8-5-2.
every day except for Corinne. So, she has a job, full-time job. She doesn't get to play as much, but look what she can still do.
Oh, I know. I
She's
remember when I
just
first saw them.
phenomenal.
You guys played them you and Sarah played them in the finals, and she was still coach. Simone then is she doesn't even play tennis anymore, but
No.
she has moved to Naples. She started a pickleball academy. Sarah makes her living. She travels all around the country. She teaches, and all 4 of them teach a little bit. Oh, I don't know about Corinne. Oh, nice hands.
Nice.
But she got it over after it bounced off the top of the
Set
net.
out.
So the hand speed is still anymore. But all you players, again, learn to keep that paddle up and in
5-8-1.
front of you. If you don't, your chest will get holes in it. There's only one player that can keep the paddle down and get away with it. Oh, Gigi, you're here.
Second server.
I have more fun. But she doesn't anymore. She keeps that paddle in front of her. Doesn't matter where. How was the transition into the senior group?
It's been very hard for me. I know. Because I've played, U.S. Open with Irene Turchenko, and we came out on top. We won against Christine McGrath and Sarah Ansbury. And so I feel like I can still, I still have something left to give.
Oh, yeah.
But it's it's natural. We have
oh,
nice shot.
did you all see that? I hope everybody out there seen that.
What a
That-
great shot around the post from Corinne.
And she's still grinning. And she's grinned through the whole thing, but that was around the net. You don't see that too often, but it was a great shot.
6-8-2.
Here we go. See, they're not getting. Christine and
Thank you.
Sarah aren't
Point.
getting the matchup they want now, which is Corinne and Sarah dinking cross court. So I see that
7-8-2.
Corinne and Simone have made that change. By
They need to stay
second.
patient, Sarah and
Yep.
Christine need to stay patient and put the ball in the middle exactly. You
Yeah.
see how now Simone is coming over to take the ball
She's
from
look
Corinne
at her
a little
foot.
bit.
Right out.
Exactly.
She's crossed that tee.
She's crossed that in. She's going to take over. Even
Yeah.
even the dink, she will take the dink.
So she's forcing
8-7-1.
she's forcing the issue a little bit. And Sarah doesn't like to think straight ahead. She doesn't like to think straight ahead, does she? Well, let's face it.
No, I think it's just natural for everybody to
Good point.
want to push the action away from them. You see that in beginners as well. They always want to go cross court. Of course, cross court you open up
9-7-1.
the center.
the center,
Down the middle solves the.
the riddle.
Hey, you haven't heard that many times in the past years, have you? Oh, that was good setup. Good setup.
Second server.
But you also, most people don't understand when you dink cross court, the net's lower in the middle, and you have more
9-7-2.
distance. You can get the ball closer to the net
Correct.
too, and so you can change it up. You can put it closer to your opponent. But you are right. Simone's leaning even now. She's even leaning now.
Side
More.
out.
She's almost to the tee. She almost stands in Corinne's.
Exactly.
So she's getting some shots now.
All right, so Corinne's smiling again, so
Yeah.
she's back in her groove.
Both of them are smiling.
7-9-1.
Now, Christine hasn't been getting any shots at all, and she's a little frustrated. If nothing else, I've seen Christine get a little frustrated because she wants to play, get a rhythm going, make her shots.
Thank you.
She tends to make some unforced errors if she hasn't been got playing.
True, it's very hard to stay in the
8-9-1.
game, especially she gets probably the put away shots, and she
Yep.
has to make as much as possible.
What did you see at the beginning? Her type of dinking. Oh, they're keeping it. Oh, what a
Nice transition.
It
And
was.
I think that comes natural with tennis players.
it does. Now we got the
Beautiful.
cross court. Now we got
Now
Corinne,
we-
Sarah,
Settle back in the soft game.
and look at who's they're cross court to each other. What an exchange there! What an exchange!
No.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Point.
I don't know who wanted that point the most, but both sides played awesome. That is worth a
Settle down,
timeout.
ladies, please. We've got a 1-minute timeout over here. Where
That
the
was an
score
awesome,
is
awesome point.
9-9-1.
Awesome point, both sides. You saw switches.
Such
Such
you
a
saw
great
dink-
game.
timeout.
9-9. Couldn't be closer.
good getting
You know,
better.
it's exactly what we expected from this matchup.
Oh yeah. I don't know who won the last time they played each other. Do you?
I believe, I might be wrong, but I think it was Simone and Corinne.
I think so too. Of course, I'm not getting out as much as I used to in tournaments because it's just too hard for me, you know. I've got
I
so much
know.
metal in me for this old. I got to do a hip now. I've had both knees. I'm whining. Can I whine a little bit?
Yes, you're allowed. You've earned your stripes, Wayne.
We also tell people there's only 2 of us left to give free lessons in the country. I don't want to put
True.
this out there because
I know.
but Jen's dad, Bob Youngren, and another
he
guy
and,
is surprised.
Of course, and Bev Youngren right next, always at Happy Trails, you as
15
well.
seconds, ladies.
You know,
There's
giving
only a
free
few of us give
lessons.
free lessons.
Mhm.
But don't email me because I can't read anymore. I'm working with some young girls coming up and coming too. Some tennis players. And you know, it's really hard to make them do the transition,
Okay.
9-9.
especially the old 5-5
All
players.
right, so we're
You are, Simone.
back
it's
in
9-9.
Getting ready, time's
9-9.
back in. Line judges, ready to go again. Okay, left off the score is 9-9-1.
Oh, I thought she had it. Good try.
Second server,
Those are the crazy shots that come off the top of the net. You know, we all try to get as close to the top of the
9-9-2.
net as we can and can't get any closer. Exciting. Ooh. Now, let's see. This will show Christine's patience. Nope. You're right. Look at Simone. She is on the tee.
Oh, yes. She wants to put as much pressure on the other team as possible.
Did you see that
Point.
two-handed hand speed? You beginners out there, don't try it now. That took years and years of development from tennis. But if you'll do notice, she made the transition to pickleball. She doesn't take that swing all the way back. She can stop it after she hits the ball and keep the paddle in position. Hope that made sense. Did it? Okay. I think they should go after Christine with the dinking a little more. Oh, she was all the way over there. Oh, change of speed.
Exactly.
Change of speed.
Change
and,
of pace.
And spin. She put a little different spin on it and change of speed. I don't
9,
think
10,
Christine
1.
has the patience that Sarah does on the cross-court
No.
tennis. Am I right? Because you played them both. You've played all four of them, haven't you?
Exactly.
Oh, got her. She wasn't expecting that. Trying to get out of the way. But look at that smile. Now, you've played with and against all four players, right?
Exactly, yes.
Is
I
it hard to
played-
sit up here and just watch and talk
Yeah,
about them?
of course. No. You know I like center court. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
to play on it. I don't like to comment on it as much as I do play on it.
Well, I've made a lot. I've
Second
done a lot
server.
of commenting with you when you've played. I've also done a lot of reffing when you've played. I don't know if I'm. I am certifiable.
Well, that's true.
Here we go, and they're focused. Oh,
Oh, she
off
got
the
it
net.
off.
She got it. Oh, oh!
Oh, nice hands.
Look at the splits.
Point.
Simone just did the splits. She's
Simone
30
actually talked to me in Bend, Oregon, at the last PPF event in Bend,
Paddles
Oregon.
down,
She
please,
said she's
ladies.
been
Yes,
working
you
on
have
her
your last
physique,
timeout ready.
and
We've
definitely
got a
stretching
timeout
was
over
one of
here
the
with
things
the
that she's
score,
been working
11,
on quite a bit.
10,
So as you can see, she
You know,
she
she's
can do
what,
the splits,
36
and she was
years old?
very proud of it.
She's 36.
I believe so, yes.
Jeez. And she's had 2 kids. Mm-hmm. And her husband moved to Naples, Florida, so she could get into the pickleball world.
Exactly.
And of course, Naples, Florida is the home of the U.S. Open pickleball
Correct.
championships in Naples. You know, there's a lot of big tournaments. U.S. Open, Tournament of Champions, Huntsman, and of course the USAPA Nationals. That's both seniors, juniors, everybody. I think they had what? It's just getting so big. The U.S. had what? 2,000 players this year.
Not quite that many.
was close.
1,300 last time I heard. 1,300.
So I mean, pickleball is growing so leaps and bounds, and the skill levels just. Before you had maybe 10, 15 people that were top, and every once in a while a few upsets. Now you got 40 people, so you come out of a term like this. There's no easy
15
games.
seconds, ladies.
not
There's
at
no-
all.
there's
you
no
have
puff
to bring
games.
your game all the
Yeah,
time.
and you got to be focused the whole time.
Okay.
All right, get the crowd into it.
Comes back in. Line judges. Here we go.
Really good crowd today. Really good crowd.
Christine, yes, correct. Score 11-10-2.
This is just the first game.
It is.
We got in a rhythm. If Sarah,
Oh.
that's it.
if
That's
they
game.
talk, yeah.
Okay,
This could
it's
give them a
game,
boost. You
first
know,
game.
this could give them a good charge. All right,
Next lady will change, a
2
lady will
minutes and we'll
change
have the second
sides.
game. If it took all that energy for one game, it's going to be who's in the best shape. And do you think any of these 4 girls are not in shape?
All of them are in phenomenal
shape.
shape. I think it comes down to who makes the less.
Forced errors,
Exactly.
and how you can make your opponents make the errors. But isn't this exciting, ladies and gentlemen? Just to watch the level and the play. I think you can see it out there. The cameras show it pretty good, and they're all working hard. So remember
I think
this.
we need to acknowledge Kyle Klein,
Oh yes,
our tournament director, who always gives his all to make everybody happy.
Correct.
To put on this phenomenal event every year. He also does the Brigham PPF event during the Memorial Day weekend. So kudos to him.
all the workers out here, all the
workers,
referees
all the
that come.
volunteers.
You've got Carl. I can't pronounce what's his. Carl, who's the president of PPF.
Carl Schmidt.
Schmitz. And you've got Bonnie Williams, who is the gold medal winner in the
Correct.
Super Pro Women's.
So she doesn't only play; she also is very
Yes.
involved in the PPF.
Kyle Klein plays. So you got a lot of players that are also involved in the background and everything. You've got the referees. You got John Gullo, who is the finance person behind all this. The court's named after him. He's sitting over there. You just got everybody here. You know, you look out there and look
We
at the
would
names.
not have the, of course, the PPF without John Gullo.
Oh no, I was there at that. You and I were both there. You know, when he sat in that restaurant and said, "This is what I want, and I foresee the future." So for those of you that don't know, John Golos is one of the biggest philanthropists in the state of Utah, and also an avid backer for pickleball. It saved his life.
Ready,
Exactly.
comes back
So-
in, line judges.
All right, so we
Second
are
game.
starting our second game.
Simone and-
Okay, this is game 2, 0-0-2.
Corinne's not smiling yet. There it is. Oh, that's a good time to start it, though, at the beginning of the game. Give it a try. Let them know you have that shot. She made one. She's 1 for 2 now for around the net.
0-0-1.
Papa Jeff, last year's tournament director. They all got to come back. Oh. You know, you look out in the crowd and you see so many big names in pickleball right now, and they're sticking around for this and watching it because of pickleball. And I also got to give thanks to my wife. She's been around this pickleball with me for 18 years.
I remember the days when I was a nobody,
Yeah.
a trio, wanting to learn pickleball,
Yeah.
and you and Nancy took me under your wing and just got me on the court, and
Ooh,
so you've given a lot, both of you.
Point.
it's
Many years
it's our
of
love.
teaching. Yes.
Thanks for the acknowledgement too. You know,
1-0-2.
there's not a lot of people that know the total history of the sport. So, and all of us from the back days are so happy with the direction it's going, and the competition, and the skill level. You couldn't ask for more, as far as I'm concerned. Ooh, okay. Obviously, Sarah's a great dinker. You're right. Corinne takes that step
Corinne
back.
takes that step back, and that will eventually. Oh,
Christine didn't come
Side
across.
out.
no, exactly. So she gave Simone a chance to get in
Yeah.
there.
Sarah was pulled wide.
Here we go.
A little fatigued there,
0-1-1.
maybe didn't get back fast enough. Christine didn't get over, and Simone, being the person she is, she gets her one shot, and of course it's a winner. Just to let you know, Sarah Ansbury lives in a fifth wheel around the country and travels in it. She pulls it and drives it. She gets out there. She goes from
Point.
tournament to tournament. And tremendous teacher, I understand.
She is. She and her wife Lynn both teach.
Oh, they both teach.
They do.
Fantastic.
1-1-1.
That is super, super. Oh, I can never.
Such
I,
great
can't, I
hands
cannot
and-
believe how Simone digs out. You know it,
Second
And she
server.
stays her ground. She does not back up.
and she stays down.
She, exactly.
She bends so low,
1-1-2.
and she just anticipates where the ball is going to be. She's got one of the best short hops in the women that I've ever seen. I don't think
That's-
Sarah really thinks that was funny.
No.
I think
Not
that's
really.
a release
It's a
of
bit
little
of frustration to dig out all the hard shots and then
2-1,
the
2.
easy one, miss the easy one.
Boy, nobody's giving up. Nobody's giving any points to anybody. Every point's got to be earned. That is one of the first times I've ever seen Simone miss that swing.
Side out.
What do you think happened?
I think she maybe overstepped a bit. She was out of position.
And wasn't ready for it to come at her.
Exactly.
1-2-1.
Sarah and Christine are playing great too. This is what you want in a final.
Second server.
It's amazing how the minute you hit it, you know if it's going over or not.
We all do.
1-2-2.
That's right.
As soon as that ball leaves the paddle, we know it's a
And-
good shot or it's not.
And none of you have to worry about stepping into the kitchen because
No.
it's all feel. You don't look down to see
No,
if you're in the
never,
kitchen.
never. No, I have never been called in 5 or 7 years.
Two,
in-
one,
I almost called you once.
Almost, but not.
You straddle that corner, and I had to watch it like a hawk. Yeah,
Point.
got Christine sleeping a little bit.
Well, that was a tough one. Game a little high, head high.
3-1-1.
No controversy so far, just good hard pickleball. Ooh, Corinne got that one up.
Second server,
Have you? Oh, you got to be up here sometime with Dave Weinbach.
3-1-2.
This guy is gung ho, knows a lot about the game, knows all the players, and he has so much fun. He's got so much information.
Are you talking about Badger? The Badger.
The Badger. For those that
Yes.
know, I don't know if you guys realize Dave Weinbach is from
Point.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, and
And
he
he
comes
lives-
to Surprise Arizona every
I told him that.
every
We took-
Christmas. And
You
he
go
gets
back
on-
to the day when he used to only
4-1-2.
spend 3 weeks down there.
Exactly. He would tease all of us, saying, "Oh, this stupid little game," you know.
Yes. And he did today acknowledge all the people that helped him.
Point.
You know?
I better be one of them because I kept picking him up at his parents' house, driving him to the courts.
You did. All right,
Evidently, we've
timeout.
got a 1-minute timeout over here with the score.
Christine and Sarah need to regroup.
5-1-2.
Uh,
Sarah, you've got
Simone
one
and
timeout
Corinne.
remaining.
are coming a little stronger at him this game. Don't let him fool you. Simone's not tired.
No,
She might try to
no.
breathe heavy in front of their bench or whatever, maybe a little bit of a mind game. She is not tired of it. I've seen her play too many times.
Oh no.
Say it.
And we've all seen her play singles. she is a beast.
No mercy. That's why I think it's going to be both her and Scott, no mercy. When is that? Do you know? For sure, on what date?
I don't.
I think they're gonna
believe was
stream it live,
October?
too.
October, maybe.
Is it October or later this
October.
month? I'm not sure. Oh, we're supposed to be talking about. After all the mistakes I made, it's Tommy Copper. So please pardon
15
my
seconds.
mistake for making that. Tommy Copper, tremendous sponsor of this tournament. American Dream Foundation, Head Pickleball, Paddle Tech,
Okay, ready,
Pickleball
comes
Central,
back in.
pickleballtournaments.com,
Line
and of course
judges. Ready to
Onyx.
Go. Okay, we left off. The score is 5-1-2.
Little difference go this second game. Ooh, she didn't block that one. She
Point.
came at it. You know, if you think about it, Simone and Corinne are deceptively tall.
6-1.
They are. They have quite a reach as well.
Yeah. Does that make sense? They deceptively? Because look, they're bent down all the time. You don't realize how tall they are. But when they
Side
stand
out.
up straight and she takes that swing from the waist, she's net high. And so that is deceptive, if that makes
1-6-1.
sense. Remember, folks, this is our last
This is
match for today. We're going to be back on live tomorrow, which will be women's singles and men's doubles.
and look at Simone. She's just waiting for
Oh,
her
just like a
chance to get
tiger,
in.
yeah. Boy, nice change
Nice
of speed.
reset. Yes.
Oh,
Oh, look at her digging him out. Beautiful.
Oh.
And ends with
oh.
a winner.
Sarah was working hard, and so was Simone. What a point. They were way working hard. And Simone didn't back up, neither did Sarah.
Side out.
They're all working hard out there today.
6-1-1.
Water?
No thanks.
Point.
Now that's two unforced errors in a row from Christine. What's going on? Is she frustrated? Look
I
at her
think
body
she's
language.
just, yeah, she's just not getting the balls, and just to stay in the game is just
Thank
you know,
you.
and then she has to
Point.
field you know, the drives.
Right?
It's just a bit tough for
Hey,
her
They had to
right
come
now.
at her harder, but
When Irina and I played him at U.S. Open, I think she maybe got 5 balls in that whole match,
really.
and yet she still stayed in it.
Oh,
Oh, did you see Simone go all the way across?
Second server.
she just
What a
snuck
nice
into
effort! Oh yes,
She was lower than the
Yes,
net.
She was.
She was-
and she was going to lift that ball
She
and
was
curl it
stealthy.
over the net.
She was doing the stealth move. We saw that a little bit last match with Chris.
This,
Sometimes
Side out.
that shot comes up high on Corinne's shoulders, and she uses that two-handed full swing. And if she doesn't hit the ball
181.
perfect, it's going to go long. No,
Second server.
that's uncharacteristic. That's 4 or 5 in a row of unforced errors.
182.
Now, last game she didn't do that.
Side out.
They're just being short on everything. Now, if I was outside of the net
8-1-1.
and the paint was being rubbed off all much, I'd be in pain. Imagine I was the net.
Point.
This
Got
is
it.
unusual.
It
Time it
is.
down,
To miss that
ladies.
many
We've got a
shots.
1 minute timeout over here.
And the reason
score
being?
is 9-1-1.
I think she is.
That's your last timeout, Sarah, for this game.
Frustrated?
Not so much frustrated as she's playing too fast. I think she needs to take her time a little bit.
Trying to win it all? Yeah. Trying to win each point on one swing.
Exactly.
Forgot the patience.
Exactly.
She just wants to get the point over with so I can get to the next one and win the next one. Can't do that
No.
against Simone and Corinne.
One ball at a time. We
One
always
point,
say
one ball at a time. That is 100% correct. Look, we got a pretty dang good crowd out here for this. A lot of players, but a lot of non-players too.
Yeah, a lot of great players. Scott Moore, Alex Hamner.
Oh yeah,
Everybody's here. Mona Burnett.
oh yeah. Lydia
Joy
all the way from
Lysing,
Florida.
Lydia from Florida. Lydia Willis.
Yeah, Lydia's here. Mark
Exactly,
Friedberg,
yeah.
first time he's come to the Tournament of Champions.
15
You know, him and
seconds,
Pat never
ladies.
lost for 17 years.
Can you imagine that?
I played him 17 times in finals.
That's amazing.
It was.
Yeah.
But Pat was such a force. But you know, he
He
still
was.
plays a little
And
bit.
he still
Hey,
plays.
ready, time
Yeah, but he
back
doesn't
in.
travel or
Line
go anywhere.
judges, we're ready to go again.
For those of you who are
Go.
wondering, Mark Friedberg was
Score,
teamed up with Pat
9-1-1.
Kane for almost 17, 18 years. I don't think they lost a tournament in 17 years. And in those days, I played at a high level, and I had a partner by the name of Spike Christensen. We played together for over 8.5 years. I see Christine and Sarah out of their rhythm. And I think you hit the
They
nail.
are.
They're not going to the patience that got
No.
them through the first game.
Where'd it go?
You know?
Oh, thank you.
You know, we got a former Olympian here playing, Roxanne Pierce.
Roxanne Pierce, correct.
She was a gymnast at the Olympics back in, what, 62?
10-1-1.
Correct.
And that's right. What a sweetheart she is. A lot of
Alright.
varied backgrounds. Also, a little quick story as soon as we get to this point.
Point.
While we have a break here, we're going to tell a quick
Game
story.
number 2.
We have 3 ladies playing today that had to come out of Houston.
Change sides,
And
ladies. We'll have
I talked to them
2-minute
last
break.
night, and they were telling me the story. There was one road open to get out of Houston. I guess 2 of them picked each other up. They took that one road, and they had to drive all the way to Austin. And it took them 13 and a half hours or 13 hours or something to get here for the tournament. So, again, let's put our prayers and thoughts
Yes.
out to all those victims of Harvey in the Texas area. We have a local flavor part of that. I think there was 3 or 4 players here from Houston, but I just made a point of talking to those 2. We're also represented here by many countries. We got you talk about Irina and
Irina Serchenko,
Lucy.
Lucy Kovalova.
We call them the Eastern Bloc,
Yes.
and they said I can say that. And when they play together, when they're not playing together, we call you half of us Eastern Bloc. You yourself are from,
Belgium.
see, that's foreign flavor.
We have some Canadians.
Used to have,
Of
remember
course,
Luba?
Simone is originally from Brazil.
Brazil. You know, when they speak in their own language, well, they're all speaking English, but I wonder if they swear. Do you still speak a little?
I speak it fluently, but I never swear in any other
You don't even
language
say-
but English.
You don't say "gosh darn it."
No.
Bummer?
I do not. No.
What do you say? Never mind.
No, never mind.
Always under your breath, though.
Yeah.
Doggone it. You know, I had to learn to say bummer.
And of course, we had Luba
Yeah?
for a long time. She played her last game, which was pretty sad, kind of, but it was a good farewell in Canada at the Canadian Open. She played her last game. All right, so we are going
Okay,
to the third
ready,
game
time
here.
Back in. Line
Yep.
judges. Here we go.
So
Game
if
3.
Sarah and Christine win this, we'll go to a tiebreaker.
We will switch sides at 6.
Oh, somebody not paying attention. Run.
One of her line judges is not in place.
Yep, that's why you got to check them all each time. Again, if Sarah and Christine win this, we'll go to a tiebreaker. If Simone and Corinne
Okay.
win this,
Okay.
they are the champions. The,
Here we go.
the 2017
Game 3,
tournament
0-0
champions.
2.
I think this play speaks for itself right now. Boom. Oh,
Nice.
she's almost challenging him to hit that hard shot at her, isn't she? She's going, give me
She
your
has
best
such
shot.
great hands. Yes.
Yeah. And she almost looks
But-
him in the eye and says, give me your best
1-0
shot.
2.
But not the best shot selection on Simone's part.
No. But early in the match, they want to try some stuff. Oh, that was Christine's normal to put away,
Side
wasn't
out.
it? She, with her body language a little bit, she's a little
0-1-1.
bit frustrated, I think. I haven't seen her that way for a while. They were so confident that first game. See if they can get it back. There was that's the Christine
server.
shot. That overspin.
Plenty of pace on it.
Yeah.
0-1-2.
And right, because Corinne tends to swing through the shots. She doesn't do a lot of blocking, except when they come at her dead hard. That's the old tennis way, right?
I wouldn't know about it,
1-1-2.
Wayne. You're asking the wrong
You
person.
didn't play tennis. That's right.
As many people and coaches have pointed out to me.
And I knew it from the beginning. I was there your first day.
Side out.
You came up and said, "I want to get
But,
better."
but that's kind of a nice story for people out there. You know,
Yep.
your 3-0s, 3-5s.
1-1-1.
It can be done. You can
Oh,
be a great player.
you're
You
not-
can be a good player. You do not have to have a tennis background. You just need to have the will, you know,
to play
to play.
and practice,
Yes.
drill. Oh,
Oh, nice gets.
Good, they're giving it
good
everything they-
defense. This is great defense. Now they're working their way back into the
Yep.
game.
oh,
okay.
Christi- that's
Just
the
a little
Christine
high.
Patton shot.
Yep.
That's her Patton shot. I think she's hit Corinne more than anybody else
The
out
ball
there.
bounced just a little too high.
Mm-hmm. Christine jumped all over it. That's her Patton shot, by the way.
2-1-1.
For those of you who don't know. Good
Thank
duck.
you. Point.
With that long
Okay.
hair, good duck. I've
Yeah.
seen it hit her hair.
Simone's
She's
paddle was not quite there. She was expecting a dink. I think.
3-1-1.
if you take that full swing, you have to hit the ball perfect. Okay, that was a good timeout for those two. Because they got new focus, I can tell. Oh, that's not your shot, Sarah.
Second server.
Not below the net. For you beginners out there, don't try and hit it hard if your paddle's below the net.
3-1-2.
That's so frustrating. Oh, don't let the ball hit the ground.
Yeah.
Side out.
If you learn any shot after that third hard hit and you're not winning, you got to bring it back with a block soft
Exactly.
shot. Because you got to get out of it.
1-3-1.
And
gotta
Sarah, knowing Sarah, she will. She will.
Usually does.
She is just trying something new, something different. Not new, of course, but something different to change up the pace.
Second server.
And as soon as she sees that it's not working, she'll go back to a soft game.
Yeah,
1-3-2.
one thing about these pros, if nothing's not working, they go to another plan. And that was out.
Point.
Oh,
2-3-2.
still a close game, hard fought. They're going to switch sides at 6.
It's a great drop from
Yep.
Simone.
Yeah, got her in. And that's your goal. The game's won at the net.
Nice cover from Sarah in the middle.
Yep. She got over.
And look, Simone is taking more and more shots.
Side out.
See, she's getting a lot more aggressive.
Yeah,
She's
is.
pushing.
Pushing herself, pushing Corinne out of the way a little
Yep.
more.
3-2-1.
You know, This one's to
11.
11. And they're going to switch sides at 6.
That's a nice drive,
Point.
Christine. Had
It's a good
nice
drive. Good drive. See, they're coming back now. They're hitting the shots now.
4, 2, 1.
Again, Matt, our technical person back there that wants to know all about what's going on. If Christine and Sarah win this match, we'll go 1 game to 15.
Point.
Now they're playing their type game.
5, 2, 1.
Isn't it? Complete different couple from the last game, wasn't it?
I'm wondering if the wind has a little bit to do with it
It's
on
dead.
this side.
It's
There's just a little breeze.
can't blame the sun this late in the afternoon.
Oh,
Couldn't get over there fast enough to
Second
square
server.
around. You know, if they get in those hard things again, when you what I call is a ping pong, boom, boom, boom. The thing being is you have a 50-50
5, 2,
chance of
2.
winning, but you also have a 50-50 chance of losing. And those aren't very good odds.
no, not at all.
If you're controlling the game and the point, I know it feels good for all you 3-0s that are down there. Oh, all you 3-0s
was
that
great
enjoy.
offense.
It was. Forced them to. You see, they were falling back on their heels.
Ladies will change sides at this time.
But, you know, be able to get out of it. I know it feels good, but it's not high percentage. Another thing, if you're playing in this kind of weather, hydrate. Hydrate. You got to hydrate. Tell them about hydration out there.
Hydration, not during the games, but before, even
Okay,
weeks
line
before you
judges,
come out and
ready to
play,
go, line
you
judge.
should hydrate. It's too late when you do it the same day.
You are. Mike, ready? Ready, ready.
Yeah.
Make sure you
Okay,
get
here we
enough
go.
electrolytes.
Score, 6,
I did not
2.
drink a lot of water during a match, but I did before and after. But I don't want to go out sluggish with too much water in me. But that was back in the day. I love that line. Ooh,
Nice defense.
Boom.
Good
Oh,
defense.
great defense. That was a
dig.
great save.
Oh,
Oh,
this was a time that Sarah should
Should have
have
blocked
just
it.
blocked it and dropped it in
yeah.
the kitchen.
To allow
Exactly.
Christine to get into with her.
2, 6, 1.
The one thing about this level, they don't care about that last point.
Oh no, never. You just
Play your next point.
Point.
you can't hold on to it.
No, because you can't
Just
give
don't.
2 or 3 points away. That's pretty hard to get back.
3, 6, 1.
Okay. All 4 are in the net. Everybody know. Now the strategies come. Who's going to lose patience first? Sarah and Christine are hoping Corinne loses patience first.
They're pushing Corinne back a little bit. See, she's stepping back. There comes the first shot.
Oh.
Oh wow.
It backfired. But they were
Nice.
hitting it high to her
Exactly.
because she had to pull her paddle up because she takes the full swing. But
4,
she's got
6,
such
1.
quick hand speed.
She does.
In my mind, that
Nice
time
drop.
Sarah lost her patience. That last point. Oh, ooh! They hit a shot to Simone.
What great hands. You see how she takes the ball in front of her.
Oh.
It's just phenomenal hand speed.
Tell that to all the
Half-time plays,
3, 5,
ladies. We've
4,
got a
4,
1-minute
5.
timeout over here with a
To
score
keep the paddle in
5,
front of them.
6,
Explain to them
1.
from a pro
You've
player.
got 1 timeout left.
You just want to keep that paddle up in front of you all the time. You know, we call it the caveman walk. When somebody walks from the back line, you know, the baseline
Dragging-
with the paddle, dragging the paddle, you know, the caveman walk. Everybody's seen it. Everybody's done it. Of course, after a whole day of, you know,
Getting hit
of
in the chest?
playing, getting hit in the chest, you should know.
You know who had?
But-
yeah, you remember? You know Jeff Justice, 6'8", great.
Oh yes, played with him many a times.
So Jeff
Yes.
used to do that, and then he'd go home, and Jeff doesn't speak much. He was just kind of, you know, he was the gentle giant, still one of my best
Yes.
friends. But we used to. He says, I finally learned after 6 months of you and Spike hitting me in the chest every other point. He says,
15 seconds, ladies.
you know, but he's always
Yeah.
hitting down. So I mean, he hits from the knees. He's hitting down. He's that tall.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
yeah, but for all you guys beginners out there, get that paddle up. You look around at all these courts right now, and you look at all the matches you've seen today.
Okay, ready,
that
ready.
paddle's
Time's
ready to
in.
hit
Line
constantly.
judges. All right, here we go again.
All 4 of them right now.
Score,
Paddles are up, ready to
5, 6, 1.
Did he just say 4, 5, 6, 1?
It's
Did he?
5, 6, 1.
I know. That was a grunt.
Second server,
She knew she had it.
That was a with a grunt.
5-6-2.
But still, they made a corner at 6-2, and now it's 5-6.
Yep.
So, great comeback.
Yep. Oh, there's no safe point.
Oh, great switch.
Did you switch?
Beautiful.
She poached a little bit, got it away. Corinne covered her backside,
6-6-2.
and they won the point. So it was
And
great.
now we are even 6-6.
6-6. It's a new game, folks. And remember, they're playing for money and pride and
It's not so much
Bragging
the money,
rights.
you know.
It's bragging rights,
It's
yeah.
the bragging rights we all want.
oh, come on, yes, that's Simone's. That's
Out.
a shot she's going to make 9 times out of 10, isn't it? She knew it. Put a smile on Sarah's face.
6-6-1.
Almost put a smile on Christine's face. Imagine, folks, being 7 months pregnant and playing at this level. I saw her do it at the U.S. Open. Ooh!
Point.
A little late on that swing. That's why it went down. That was funny. The first few years with Christine, she was always pregnant. So I asked her today, are you
7-6-1.
pregnant? She didn't hear me right. She says, yeah, I am. And I said, that's a shot Sarah
Second
wants back.
server,
So remember when they were on this side of the
7-6-2.
net, they missed
They-
quite a few
that's
shots
right.
here. So
Was
I'm
the win?
wondering because they took this side at with a lead of 6-2 and they've given up their
Yeah.
lead.
Does it right now, okay, out there, as focused as they are, is there anything that is going to take their focus away?
point.
No, sometimes it might be the shadows or the sun.
shadows?
But
Okay. As a referee, I always try to stand where my shadow doesn't go over the court, so it disrupts the play, especially at the line.
Yes.
They
Okay,
got
score 8-6.
oh, they're back. They were behind 6-2. It's 8-6. They're focusing.
nice dig.
Yes, it was.
Thank you.
9-6.
Oh,
Okay, that's
we
a
have a
point.
timeout at
Paddles
9-6.
down, ladies. We've got a 1-minute timeout over
All
here with
right.
the score 9-6-2.
See, normally there's
think,
an
um,
advertisement break, but we've been talking straight through.
You got one
So
timeout
Sarah's been
remaining,
pushing
Corinne.
the envelope a little bit. She's been getting a little more power, and she's feeling good right now. I can tell, knowing from playing with her and against
And
her.
knowing the
She's
energy
yeah,
level.
definitely.
Any
She's
fatigue out
feeling
there?
it. No, not at all.
How about tonight after the match?
No.
Any soreness? They won't
No,
have it?
I don't think so. No. no.
Especially if they win.
This is first day of play.
Oh, that's
so we
right.
haven't played the ladies have not played singles yet. So no, they're all fresh.
Yep.
Um,
Well, back in the day, tournaments, they'd play all day at a tournament. Because, these gals have been here since, 10 o'clock this morning they started? Most of them, for the love of the game, they finished the tournament, and guess where they went and did?
we played more games.
That's right.
That's what we did at
Yeah.
Nationals. And during Nationals, we played all day for 7 days. And every night at Happy Trails, we played till 11 o'clock at night and still had plenty of energy. Now we drag ourselves to our beds at 6 o'clock.
Get up, do it all over.
Because why? Of course, the competition, the level has
Okay,
is
ready?
Yeah,
just
yeah,
Count
now
back
every
in.
game
Line
they got
judges.
so much better than
That's a good way to
that's
put it. I like
definitely.
that. Competition.
Yeah.
is
Score,
there.
9.
It says it takes a lot more mental and physical energy.
And remember when all the guys from Seattle used to come down, and they didn't get to play outdoors that much. They played that
Exactly,
indoor
yeah.
game. And for folks that are wondering, the indoor game's played with a different ball. It's a little softer, bigger holes. Long rallies like this in the indoor. Lobbing is
Mm-hmm. Lots
very
of lobbing.
Yeah. Light. Fluorescence.
Nice blocking. Oh,
Oh,
she's
good.
blocking. Phenomenal blocks
great,
here.
great. This is pickleball, folks.
Oh, and that's just impatience. She just wants to get in there and wants to force the issue a little bit.
But that's pickleball. When you have you hit 5 different types of shots, he comes back, you hit it again, he comes back, you don't give up. You block 3 or 4 hard shots right at you. This is what pickleball's all about, right here. Match point.
Nice drop.
It was.
Nice volley.
Short hop.
Short.
Oh, we haven't seen much of that.
Oh.
All right, we're going to one more game, everybody.
All right, we're going
What
to
an
the
awesome match.
tiebreaker, game to 15.
That'll be 7 minutes.
Okay, everyone, don't go anywhere. That's
Hey, Matt.
Sarah and
Matt,
Christine
you're there.
came out
Our
of the
technical
lower
person. Why don't you
bracket,
give
so
us a break for about
we've
5
got
minutes? Is that all right?
One match to 15. Settle this.
How long do we have?
Got up to 7 minutes.
Curtis is going to be right here to watch your bag, right? Her bag. Nice.
Yours? Oh, oh, I see. Cute as a bug. Oh.
Channeling you, Wayne. Channeling you.
Oh, Corinne was so much tougher than you. She took it.
Here, let me do. Hey, Ben. Oh, man. That is not for me.
Yeah, Joey just walked by. He's probably on the court now.
Okay, we've got about 30 seconds, ladies. Yep. Another technical term. The thing. I understand.
The thing. The thing. Let's get the thing.
Huh? I'm sorry. I didn't.
Oh, let's say keep my bag right by the court this time.
Oh, okay. Okay. Ladies, here we go. Christine, 1 or 2? A 1. It is a 1. Side serve, receive.
We'll take that side.
Okay, you guys going to start? You going to serve or receive? Okay.
Want to hit for 2 seconds?
Yeah. How much time do we have?
Can we have a ball?
We're at 7 right now.
Oh, we're at 7?
Yeah.
We're good.
Okay, let's go, ladies. Go. Oh, you need 30?
And we're back online here for
Back
the
online?
yeah, we're back online here, and welcome back to the tournament champion, 5th annual tournament champion. We're going into the final game.
Okay.
As you know,
One game to
Sarah
15,
and
change
Christine
at
came
8,
through the
win
losers
by
bracket,
2.
and
Winner of this
Simone
game
and
takes the gold medal.
Corinne were
Okay,
for the
line
winners.
judges.
Now they had a
Here we
2
go.
out of 3.
here we go.
Sarah and Christine
4,
won,
0,
so we
0,
since
2.
now they had both teams have 1 loss. We have a game to 15 to decide who gets the medal. That's why we have the 4th game if it needed. So we're starting out again, 0-0. Along with me is Gigi Lemaster. Boy, they started out right where they
Sarah,
left.
Yes.
Welcome back, Gigi.
Thanks, Wayne. This is the tiebreaker, game to 15. We switch at 8. As you can see, Sarah's taking a much more aggressive role.
I think she wants it. What do you think?
Yes. I believe, if I'm correct, they have never won against Sarah
haven't.
and Corinne.
They
So
haven't.
they really want this win.
Now, there's something about on your resume to walk into some place and go, I'm the Tournament of the Champions champion.
Yes.
It's, you know the
It
feeling,
is. Yes, I do know.
and they
the
can
feeling.
never take it away. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no.
So once you have that on your resume, being one of the big tournaments of the year, everybody talks about, I was at the Tournament of Champions. Oh, yeah, I did good. I was 2 and out, but I had fun. I got to play against the best players in the world, and they're right. Oh, look at this. Nice change of speed.
Nice change up.
Oh.
Around the post.
Around the post, and Christine almost had it. Great shot. You're going to see a little bit more intensity out of Simone, I think, this game.
1-0-2.
That ball just had enough backspin on there that it stayed in the non-volley zone.
And Sarah
She had
wanted
to
it,
reach it.
Christine, with
Correct.
her backhand. She's got such a powerful backhand. Maybe that's a good strategy. Bring it down the middle and let them fight over it.
As you've noticed that Christine is now calling the balls every time. That is something that I've learned playing with Sarah as well. We call every ball, you, me, yours, mine.
Let them know where you're at.
This
Let
is
'em know.
something imperative to a good team. Communications.
Yep. You can't stress that enough.
No.
What you're learning is inside information from a champion herself, and all those people out online got to learn this, and you will go up the ranks.
101.
And if you don't, go back and watch these films. Watch what they do in certain situations. Watch their foot movement. Watch their hand motions. You can't beat this. That's a good way to learn. And you get insight at all these games from all the commentaries. You
Oh,
had Dave
nice
Weinberg.
block.
Yes,
nice
it was.
backhand block from Sarah.
You had Scott Moore up here for one. All champions. Can't learn from anybody better. Oh, Simone wanted in. Oh, she took something off,
She did.
and she made her swing early.
Exactly.
Yep,
Second server.
I noticed that. Was that right?
Christine, yes, Christine was counting on the pace to come to her.
She'd already started her
Yes,
swing.
exactly.
She couldn't stop it. That's a one drawback. If the pace isn't what you think it is and you're taking a full swing, you got to be perfect. Ooh,
No,
it was good. It was good.
Side out.
That was a good call. Linda, don't miss many. The lines person there is I know her very well. She doesn't miss too much.
0-1-1.
She's not like the old guys. Now, Sarah's got to take that feeling off. Again, Simone took the pace off.
exactly.
Christina had already committed to that swing, and she
1-1-1.
was early. Good deep return. You see how they step around?
Wide. Thank you.
Got to be saying loud. We got to tell these lines people loud and clear.
Second server.
Don't fight with. You tend to get mesmerized because their games is so close to the net.
1-1-2.
Sure. What you want to do as a line judge, you want to just follow the game as you would normally do. Follow the ball. Don't just stare at the line.
Oh,
Point.
that was a little most people don't realize when she turned her paddle at the last second, broke her wrist. Sarah wasn't ready. They're thinking, oh, how did that ball hit Sarah in the chest?
2-1-2.
She was looking like she normally comes
Well,
to it.
she was probably expecting the ball to come to her backhand.
Oh, okay. Oh, Simone's in it. Oh, great defense.
Nice.
Change of
Back
pace,
to the
back in the
soft
game.
game.
Going to see who's going to.
And that's what we call resetting the point.
That's
when we
right.
go from hard to soft.
Yep. It's pop, 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 pop. But does it sound right? That's a melody.
3-1-2.
Come on, girls. You'll see some swings ups on this match.
Nice and
Emotional
deep
swings.
returns.
Good deep.
Keep
She's
'em-
got them back. Oop, they got a nice drop so they can get in.
No!
Side out.
Oh, Simone didn't like that. Okay.
What do we got? Sorry.
See, they can ask the
1-3-1.
referee at any time they want with the.
You can.
Oh,
yes.
that's just an unforced error.
So you can ask the referee at any time in the game, am I the correct server?
Correct.
Am I the correct receiver? Am I in the right
2-3-1.
position?
That was just a loss of concentration, right?
That is from not hitting the ball enough.
Oh, down the middle, solves the
Well, Simone is crowding a little bit, so
and
you know, Corinne is
doesn't know when to
thinking.
swing.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Has no room to swing.
Yep, her swing.
Exactly.
3-3-1.
Good comeback.
Oh, great drop.
Oh.
A little high.
Boom.
Yep.
Yep,
Second
nice,
serve.
right in the body, forced her, crunched her.
3-3-2.
We'd rather be hitting the ball down than lifting the ball.
That's right. For those of you, say that again. That had overspin and just died, dropped.
It did.
Say that again,
What
what you
a
just said. That's a good way.
It is
About you'd
better
rather-
to hit the ball down than lift the ball.
4-3-2.
Unless you're Simone shit in.
Yes.
4-3-2.
Look at the focus. You got 4 eyes that are watching a little yellow ball.
Right out.
And for all of you that want to be line judges, remember one thing, and I tell all my line judges over the years, don't stare at the line, follow the ball to the line. If you stare at the line
3-4-1.
and the ball comes out of your peripheral, you might blink and miss it. Just a little hint. And they have teachers that will teach you how to be a linesman.
Nice backhand swing from Simone.
But then Corinne had that full swing.
4-4-1.
And again, the ball changed pace, and they misjudged what they were going to do with the ball. Well, nice deep return, nice high. But what negated that was the drop shot.
Now Simone's talking a little bit more.
Yep.
Take it. No! Good duck,
Nice
good duck.
block. Not
She's
the time.
pushing herself
She's
too much.
pushing too hard.
Yep.
Yes. A
Second
little more
server.
patience.
She's known as the
Um,
patient right now. She hates losing.
No,
She's-
we all.
Not you.
4-4-2.
No comment.
I've been around. I've reffed 200 of your games. What do you think?
Oh, I definitely. Yes.
I counted the other day, and I averaged, I think, I've done over 1,000 gold medal matches over the last X amount of years, way back in the day, till now.
5-4-2.
But once you're out there on the court and you're in that referee or lines person, you don't care, even though you're friends with all of them.
Thank you.
What a great
Point.
exchange.
It was. But again, you have to get out of that hard. After the third hard hit or 2 hard hit, if you haven't won it,
6-4-2.
change it. Is that right? You don't hit hard.
But that's the hardest thing to do in pickleball. Slow down the game.
But I know when you hit it hard, it comes, you spank it. You actually do spank it.
I spank the ball because I do not have
4-6-1.
the power these players have.
Yeah,
So I have to really count
Wrist.
on my placement
Yeah.
and spank the ball, you know.
Yep. Yeah, these players have so much power. See, we're in this point again.
Second server.
On this side, we've had 4 or 5 unforced errors.
4-6-2.
That isn't normal. And they're really not playing consistent right now. They're having runs. How's that? There we go.
Well, I think that's normal. I think we
But
have
if you-
runs of 3 or 4 points
Yeah.
sometimes.
But unforced errors can't happen. Not at this level. Oh. You know, even though they lost that point, Simone challenged her to hit it hard.
Yes,
But what she did do,
because she feels that's her strong
that's right.
suit.
And
So
and
that's why
was
she wants to
relying
go there.
on
Exactly.
Fran to cover the
But,
final hard hit.
But most of the time, that's your partner always gets the brunt of that fight, right? And
Oh,
they
yeah.
are
Yep.
nice block. Here we go again, nice and
Corinne
soft.
and Simone have changed their way they're playing. Boom. Oh,
Nice defense.
now they're getting it down. Now they're getting it down. Oh,
That is phenomenal play. They were relentless with the
Sarah
pressure,
was-
Sarah.
was
Yes.
relentless. Christine was
She's
going, do it,
just-
Sarah, do
yes.
it, Sarah.
And she did.
Christine could have stepped, she could have stepped over a few
6-6-2.
feet, had a cigarette, a cup of coffee on that one, because those other, Sarah and Corinne were
But that's
going,
how Sarah likes it best. That
Oh.
she's in the game. She can play every ball.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when she plays best.
she hates it when she's not the target.
Exactly.
If she's got to stand there,
But
she loses.
but she really knows, and I know you saw that when I played
Yeah.
in nationals with her. She knows how to insert herself in the game,
Yeah.
and that is something that right now Corinne has to do. She needs to play a ball so Simone can get into the game. So when she has the time to dink, is the time to do that.
Why wouldn't, okay,
Draw the ball to the middle.
yeah. But why right now, when they can see that Christine's made 4 or 5 unforced errors, Wouldn't they spend about 2 points?
I know. You should by now change your, but I think they're afraid of her power a little bit. I think because Christine she starts the fight a lot earlier than Sarah does.
Oh, she wanted that. But
yeah.
I mean, if it was me and I was on the other side and I seen Christine make 3 or 4 unforced errors in a row, I'd come after her for 2 or 3 points until she got to where she wasn't making enough.
Definitely.
You can
And as
feel-
long as you
and then
give
go
them,
back.
in the words of the Badger, an unattackable ball. Unattackable ball.
I like that.
Right? So, and with that, and if you can move them just a little bit, it doesn't have to be 3 or 4 feet.
No.
6 inches is more than enough to move somebody
That's
to.
right. And throw them off their north.
Exactly.
Now, for those of you watching, watch the kitchen line. These players know exactly where they are all the time on that court. They step in when it's required. They step back out. See, like right there, she touched the line, stepped out, grounded both feet, and she was ready for the
That's
hard
what
shot.
we should be doing. They should now be targeting Christine a little bit more with
She's
her
been out
dinks.
of the fight
Exactly.
because she's getting frustrated.
Because Sarah's just hot right now.
Oh, she
can't
is.
miss a ball. She's not missing a ball.
She isn't.
Oh.
There she did.
And that's just as
See,
I
I
said
think I
that.
would go with Christine a little bit more.
That's 8.
All
We'll
right, so
change
this is
sides.
8. We switch sides at 8.
Well, this is a hard-fought game. Hey, Randy's here. Z-Boy.
Randy's been
And Brian Ashworth is here. The bearded one. For all those of you out there, they're walking up. People are coming in. Still. Again, greatest players in the world.
Thank you.
probably play some games.
Oh,
They
yeah,
have
there's-
men's doubles tomorrow, so that's
And
what they'll
women's
be,
singles.
practicing
Go, ladies,
for.
not a timeout.
And for you,
And women's singles. For me, that will be a nice time to relax since I don't play singles, and I love watching pickleball. If there's anything you want to learn, it's great. They have clinics, lessons, whatever.
Oh.
But watch pickleball all the time. You can learn so much from watching the
and
game.
yeah, don't just watch it for the love of the sport. Watch it to
No,
learn.
no, exactly. As to how people move.
What are they doing? Their
What they're
feet are always
doing.
moved. You never ever hit the ball 2 times in a row without moving your feet once. Remember that one?
Yes. So here we are, back in the dinking
she's-
game. Yeah. Okay.
Boy,
It's awful quiet in here. You can hear Simone talking to her partner. Speaking of tomorrow for women's singles, Simone is the favorite. You have to have your A
9-6-2.
game plus A to beat her. And
Come on.
boy,
Sarah wants that one
Yeah,
back.
she stepped back.
Yep.
She took a step back, and
10-6-2.
Well, you know who the king of the step back is. Chris Moore. He invented that hard shot over the net after the step back. She is stepping back.
yeah.
Boy,
Simone stepped across. She's ready. She's keeping herself in there.
11-6-2.
Okay. Come on, you gotta stop the bleeding, girls.
Well, it's never over until it's over.
Let's go, go!
Nice.
That
Good
was
finish.
That was a great game.
That was a great get from
Corinne
Christine.
was ready for it.
Paddles down, please. We have a 1-minute timeout over here.
Peaks and
with
valleys.
the score
Tournaments are peaks and valleys.
12-6-2. That's your first timeout. You've got 1 left.
Yep, Simone's turned it on a little bit. Corinne's, she's not coming quite up to the line. She doesn't even have to do the step back. Have you noticed that?
Exactly.
So
Um,
it's giving her about another 1/10 of a second to see the ball coming at her. Yeah.
And that will also give some room to Simone to slide through.
Yeah.
Gives
That's
her,
the- and that's the strength.
exactly. Mhm.
I mean, they've known each other for years. I remember when Simone first stepped on that first year you guys played them and won. I asked her, I said, so you're going to come to the dark side to pickleball? She says, Wayne, I can't. She says, I'm the Michigan State women's tennis coach. I said, yeah, so what's your point? And so she says, no, I only play pickleball Wednesday night so I can go out drinking with the guys. She used to play with Raphael
15
singles
seconds.
and beat him constantly, right? Then all of a sudden, she got a little hurt. She quit her Michigan State job, moved to Naples, got a little bit. She got an injury for tennis
Okay,
on the
Ray
shoulder.
Ray, time's in. Line
Now
judges.
she's in the cult. So I keep
Ready to
teasing her. I
go.
says, you come totally
Score,
to the king side.
12-6-2.
And we don't say tennis
No.
up here too often. I love it. All you tennis players out there that are watching want to know about pickleball? You start, you won't quit.
Point.
She was backing up.
Well, this all started with Sarah dropping the ball in front of Corinne when she should have put it to the person the furthest away from the
Yeah.
net.
Point.
Oh, that's the one she wants back. Those shots will sink any rally. Simone and Corinne are in charge.
14-6-2.
Match point.
No.
She wanted to win it on the hero shot,
That would have been nice. Backhand around the post. That would have been nice.
which they have two to get one.
6-14-1.
It's a nice drive.
Oh,
Nice block.
change, nice
Mhm,
block.
Nice change.
That was the. Watch that block coming at you. She was point blank.
And they are not challenging Simone at all in her position.
Yep.
Point.
It's not impossible, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen it too many times. It's improbable against the competition that's on the other side, but it's not impossible, right?
Nothing is impossible. We can all win.
Yeah, we have. Boom.
Second server.
I've seen over the years. Correct me if I'm wrong. Christine has a little trouble with it right at her feet.
7-14-2.
Yes, correct.
Okay, with the slow change of pace. Okay,
Right out.
that's another one she wants back. But they're not saying die.
Well, remember when she was trying to
Okay,
make her
panel
drop
down,
shot
please, ladies.
and
We've got
Sarah rushed up
1
to the
minute
net.
timeout.
That pretty much
Score
cuts off
14-7.
Where are you
a
gonna go with
lot
the ball?
of where do you go with the ball,
last
because you are
timeout,
now
ladies.
having a target that's moving in front of you, and now you have to adjust your
You know what the other thing is?
your drop.
The minute that person goes past you as you're getting ready to hit the ball, I don't care how good you are, a little flick of the eye to the person that's running up.
Exactly.
It takes your focus off, and then you're not focused on the ball, so you'll miss hit a lot of shots. That's a good thing out there for you beginners.
Yeah.
And if you're playing partners, don't take off before your partner hits the ball.
Exactly.
You're supposed to come in as a wall. Unless you get to this level, of course, they can protect each other. But generally speaking, you come in as a wall, you stay as a wall,
Exactly.
and that way you don't leave an opening behind one player for a cross court behind. And remember, it's just natural. If your partner takes off and you're getting ready to hit the ball, you will focus on them. Here we go. Match point possible.
Okay, ready. Time's back in. Line judges.
And
Okay, thank you.
14-7.
Score 14-7-1.
We've been on a pretty good tear here, Simonian. Boom.
Ooh, and this is it.
And
And we
that's the
have
match.
our tournament champions,
Simone Riven
Simone Jardin
Corinne
and Corinne Siebenschein.
Stevenson.
Well, it was a pleasure
Okay, y'all.
keeping you company here, Wayne.
My pleasure. Thanks, Gigi, for coming and helping us out.
Thanks. And for
I'm
all
gonna
the
try and go
folks
down-
at home, I hope you enjoy the show. These are the top players in the nation.
Top 4 ladies. I'm going to try and go down with a mic, see if I can get out of here, and talk to and do a little interview.
Yep, I've got the mic. Let me know if it's testing. No, that's good.
Oh, kiss me. Hey, hand me my hat. Simone?
Yeah.
Boy, another one of these. I don't do that after Are we on, Steph? I'm walking out there. I'll get him out here and we'll talk to him a bit. Simone? Corinne? You got a minute?
Natalie, what's the name of the Japanese restaurant?
Hey, Jeff. Good to see you. Hey, awesome. That's all I'm going to say. Awesome. As always. They gave you a battle, though, didn't they?
Always, yes. So, I mean, Corinne
did an exception. Like she played so well the whole day. I think we built that confidence throughout the day. I think literally we started the day like right off the bat, just playing really well. Unfortunately, like 3-hour break, and I think that's sometimes, that's the part of we've been playing for 2.5 years now. So it's just that sometimes like that 3-hour break, it gets you down. And then by the time we got it going, it was almost like too late for that first game. But then we got it going the game to 15 and it was good. Yeah.
Corinne, is your arms tired?
No, my legs are a little tired. My arms are feeling good. This paddle's not too heavy.
Well, I watched both of you when you first came into this sport a couple of years back. You guys are awesome. You're getting better by the day. Gigi was up talking about it.
That's awesome.
Oh, she was great. She gave us a lot of insight of what's going on. Hopefully she was correct. So tell me your feelings about the tournament.
I love this tournament. This is the first big tournament I ever went to, and I fell in love with it then.
No, was it the Nationals?
No, I came to this tournament
Is that
before I went to Nationals. But we played together for the first time at Nationals. Yeah.
I got to ask you a simple question. When was the last time in a finals that you ever had to go to the fourth game?
Oh, we just lost to Irina and Bent. We lost to Irina and Christine. We came on the losers bracket though, and then we beat them in a 2-0, but then we lost like 15-13. It was a heck of a game. It was very, very, very competitive. But yeah, I mean, our brackets are always very competitive. I don't ever think we step on the court and it's going to be it's never like that. It's always very, very close. And, we have a lot of established players, so it's always good quality.
There's no easy games anymore, is there?
No, there aren't.
It's a aggressive sport, and that's part of it.
Forces us to get better. It's good for us
You're
too.
going to keep coming back?
Of course.
Yes, and if I may, thank you.
Photobomb.
I know. If I can, I need to give a shout out to my husband, as usual, Chad Edwards, because of him, I'm able to do this. We got 2 kids.
You do?
Yes, I do. Alexis and Landon, and he does this like a champ, like no other. Best husband in the world, and I love him, and I love the kids.
And you're newly married after a couple of years, and he's a pickleball player, right?
Yeah,
Tell us about it.
we're playing together on Monday.
A married couple
Tell you
playing
about it on Monday.
Didn't they tell you about that?
Ask me again on Monday.
I got to tell you a story. When I played with my wife, we go back. It was to the point I couldn't say good shot the right way. So we gave it up. Are you going to be like that?
I hope not.
No. Hey, don't. And when the game's over, don't take it home. From all those married couples that play together, don't take it home. But again, the tournament champions, thank you for coming, number one. Thank you for the tremendous, tremendous game. You 4 players have changed the level of the game.
Absolutely.
And I want you to know that. And yes, I want you to know that you guys have changed this game in your short period here. And I understand you have an academy.
Yes, we do. Yeah, he's holding the force there with Phil Metz, and my husband, of course. We're working so much, and it's fun. And my clients too. They are probably all watching. I love my people. My clients are the best. Seriously, no, in all seriousness. So, but also, congrats to them too. They're playing really well.
And you're not playing as much as you want, right?
Well, now,
I am now. We moved to North Carolina. We have courts now,
Oh, no,
less
wait a
than
minute.
a mile.
Now, wait a minute. You don't have a twang.
Oh,
Y'all?
I don't say y'all, but I was born and raised in the South, and I managed to escape the Southern accent.
Sarah, we're coming back to you in a minute. If you can grab Christine. All right.
go
Anyway,
anywhere.
let's wrap it up here. Congratulations. Come back, and we'll see you maybe we'll see you at the next big tournament, which is?
It is, well, for us, we actually have a Battle of the Sexes, which we are having.
Oh, I didn't mention that. Oh, I see.
Yes, of course.
Is she coming?
Girls rule, by the way.
I'm
Women.
going to talk about that in a
Women
second.
power.
Are you coming to help her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, what she's talking about real quick before we get there is Simone. Who challenged who?
Scott challenged me.
Scott challenged Simone to a singles match, and it will be the Battle of the Sexes. We got 2 aggressive, no back-off type players. And there's no predictions, there's no odds, there's no nothing, and it's for a great charity. Thank you, too.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, girls. Good job. All right, you two, come here. Come here. Come on. Okay. I know. First off, let me tell you both, awesome play. I know, don't get upset. Awesome play. Tournament Champions welcomes you. Come back. I saw some tremendous pickleball out there. You know that? Give me your thoughts right now.
I think everything in pickleball is tremendous to you. No, it was good. I think it's always fun. I think we always have really long battles, and I love coming here and playing. We both do, and so I think that we played really well, and it's a lot of fun, and we had a great crowd, and it was really tough pickleball.
Yep. We our opponents Simone and Corinne played great, and we just made a few errors at the end, and that was the match. But we had fun today.
You took them to 4, and you know what? You had when I went that fourth game, 7-7. I thought you had it.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a tight one.
I know it's not easy to have some old guy standing here trying to get you guys pumped up after such a tremendous game and let down and all that other stuff. But I am so proud of both of you, and I want you to know that. Where are you going from here?
We're in Utah this week. I think I'm going back to Texas after this, and then back up to NorCal, and then I think back to Utah. So, and then maybe Washington.
Okay.
And then Arizona.
She drives the fifth wheel, pulls it around, and goes from tournament to tournament. She's a tremendous teacher. Christine, I have one comment. You're not pregnant, are you?
I'm not.
How many tournaments have I got to that you said, I'm pregnant?
Gosh, it's been at least over half of the tournaments I've played.
And for a little bit of notice, I did the refereeing of their tournament final in the U.S. Open 2 years ago, and she played 7 months pregnant and won.
Yeah, it was actually 7.5.
You lied.
Close enough.
Anyway, you guys you got many more tournaments ahead of you, and you guys, like I've told the other two, between the 4 of you, you've taken this pickleball to a new level. I've watched you all come into here. I've watched you come up to where you're at now. You've taken it to a new level, and thank God, all these people out there, maybe they all want to be you guys. What's the first words out of their mouth? I want to be Sarah. I want to be Christine. I want to be Simone. I want to be Corinne.
Well, we've got a whole bunch of young women coming in that are going to be so much better than us, and they're going to make the game so much better than what we've done. So that's the exciting thing.
You feel the same way?
I think we're definitely going to make them work for it.
Yes.
You know who we used to do back in the day? We told everybody we're going to train and teach everybody to beat us. And dang, they did. And dang, they did. Anyway, tournament champions, thanks you. John Gullo, thanks you. Awesome game. Go get your money. Have a beer if you want. I know you can't. Oh, you don't drink beer, do you?
I do not.
Neither of us do.
Ah, good for you. Anyway, thank you. Thanks for the filmer, tournament champion. Thanks, everyone. Thank you. And that's it for the first day of the tournament champions. Coming tomorrow will be women's singles. You playing? You playing?
I'm not.
That's a first for me to come to a tournament and you're not playing singles. And the men's doubles are tomorrow. But enough action for the day. Go get a good rest.
Thanks.
Get hydrated.
For mixed.
Oh, mixed?
Monday.
Who are you playing with?
Wes Gabrielson. Not a bad guy.
Class act all the way. And you?
I'm playing with Jeff Warnick.
Okay. I'll know him by then.
He's a newbie that everyone should be cautious about.
Oh, good
Be
way
scared.
to play.
He's got a great wingspan, and he'll put pressure on people.
Is he like that young kid I saw today named Ben? Gosh! They took men's singles, and you must agree, to a level I've never seen before.
Oh, I feel like they've been doing that all year. I think everyone's been doing it. It's amazing the progress in pickleball this year. Every match is getting better and better. Every tournament. The draws are getting better. The players. The points are getting better, and it's just making us all play better and work harder.
And those of you out there, this is your goal, to beat these two ladies. So work at it. Listen to what Gigi had to say this last match. Work on it. Come here and try and kick their rear ends. Okay? Thank you.